Welcome to my YouTube channel Marketing 5.0. Thanks Mashan, continuously subscribing to my channel, watching my videos and sharing with your network. So in our different series of videos we released over a period of time, marketing strategy clear or explain, technology in marketing, marketing innovation and know your consumer. In this line, today we started very trending, unique series of videos on marketing, which is sustainable marketing. So sustainable marketing, we already released two videos about sustainable marketing and sustainable marketing model. So as we discussed about our angle of sustainable marketing, which is totally different from the sustainability marketing, which primarily focus on the natural products and the green marketing aspects. So in our sustainable marketing, we primarily focus on how a company can conserve their resources and how they can sustain their business by getting into the marketing practices which are sustainable in nature. At the same time, they provide value to target consumers. So today we talk about the triggers of sustainable marketing. So why the company normally getting into that sustainable marketing, and what triggers them to get into that. So which is what we will see today. So when we talk about sustainable marketing, the very important aspect we focus on is the conservation of resources. So we all know today, because of the competition, the company wants to getting into the mode of race. So which is the primarily aspect which is the driving the companies to getting into the business. So it's very difficult to avoid a competition in today's business. So that is also like the primary motivation factors. But when we talk about the aspects which the company needs to us are triggering factors for sustainable marketing, the number one is a dynamic consumer behavior. So the very important aspect the company should understand and aware, the consumer behavior is always very dynamic. So it is very difficult for companies to track them. But however, what the company normally does is, so in order to satisfy the dynamic consumer behavior, the company goes for frequent launching of new products and services, thus incurring the huge investment outlay. So this is the real aspect. In order to satisfy the dynamic consumer behavior, the company focuses on getting into the continuous production of new products and services, and they focus on promotions and prices to clear their the existing products or the old products. So as we discussed in our earlier videos, the product life cycle of any product in today's scenario, it's very short-lived. So it could be the case because of the dynamic consumer behavior. But however, if you look at the dynamic consumer behavior aspects, the consumers, why they shift from one product to another product. So there are many reasons which influence consumer to shift from one product to another product or one service to another service. So it's not the case that consumer always looking for the new product and services to satisfy themselves. And if the consumer is satisfied and happy with the specific product or services, they like to stay for some time. So that is where we are talking about the loyalty aspects. So very few consumers will have an idea and they have the intention to keep on moving from products to services. But majority of the consumers normally like to stay with the same product and services, a brand. So that is where the loyalty aspects are focused. So the company, because they feel that the consumer behavior is changing, so they need to go for a continuous launching of new products and services, which like the company needs to relook into that. The number two aspects, the competitions. It's like a race. So they always look at what the competitors are doing. So in order to match what competitors are offering to consumers, so the company also uh, motivated to launch similar products or services in order to hold their consumers or attract the consumers. So this competition is the primary driving force for the companies to getting into the kind of race. In that particular race, the company tends to spend billions of dollars in order to attract consumers or hold the consumers in order to reach targets, sales, and profit. But ultimately, if you look at the bottom line of the companies which are getting into the huge competition, normally the bottom line is not very high. But if you look at the companies which are normally not getting into competition or they create their own space in that market, so their bottom line is normally very high. So the company should not consider competition and should not cave into the competition and should not get into the race of who will be the number one. And in that case, like they should not spend a lot of money on it. Number three is the growth trap. So we always feel whenever we start any business, we want to rapidly grow. The company needs to rapidly grow and become big, achieve the scalability, growth, and profit. So this is what the intention of every company. So there is no wrong in that. But what happens? Some companies are carried away by this growth trap and start developing themselves, and they just uh, increase their the the product line very rapidly. So in that particular scenario, if you can see the company always looking at the aspect of how they can change the, the focus of company from the growth trap aspects. So the growth trap is something which the company needs to avoid it, and they need to be very sensible in this growth trap aspect. So they should not getting into that aspect of uh, getting into the mode of spending money very rapidly in order to achieve the growth. So, so in that way, the company is very focused on saving the money which they normally tend to spend for producing new products and services. So this is the primary case which most of the companies getting into that a growth trap. So the intention of company to grow very fast, very rapidly to achieve the next aspect, as you see, the industry leadership. So that is a goal of every company, number one. So every company wants to be number one. So to achieve the number one position, so the company instead of focusing on developing product and services which offer value and create a sustainable aspects, they focus on getting into the modes of rapidly increasing their sales and profit and growth. Uh, uh, Sometimes they may offer value, but sometimes they may not offer value. But their primary focus is to focus mainly on to achieve industry leadership. So who wants to be number one? But the whole idea of sustainable marketing is not about achieving the industry leadership. It is about how the company will survive in that particular environment, how they can sustain and grow without spending a lot of money uh, on achieving the sales. The sales has to be very organic in nature. How it is organic? Because they need to attract the consumers by providing value to the consumers. So these are all the triggers which normally the company lose and focus uh, on the aspects which we discussed here to getting into the mode of the competition and the growth trap and to achieve industry leadership because they feel the consumer behavior is dynamic, so in order to satisfy the consumer, so they have to get into those modes. So this the company needs to relook into that, and they need to focus on the sustainable aspects. So their target should be only the big C, which are consumer, and they have to focus how they can offer value to the consumers and how they satisfy the consumers, how they can keep the consumers happy. In that way, the consumers will stay with the company for a long time. The company need not have to spend billions of dollars to on promotions and prices. But once the consumer will understand the value of the product and services you are offering, so definitely the consumer like to stay. And the company should also not complacent, should not get into complacency of when the consumers are staying with you. So you do not have to actually upgrade yourself. So the company also need to upgrade themselves slowly, not rapidly, to satisfy the requirements of consumers over a period of time, if not actually in a very short term. So in that way, the company can avoid getting into the competition growth trap and those aspects. In that way, they will conserve the, the millions of dollars spent on the aspects which are normally go to the price and promotions related expenses. So once again, thank you very much for your continuous support, and please subscribe to my channel Marketing 5.0, and please look forward to receive more trending, unique, thought-provoking and futuristic videos from my YouTube channel Marketing 5.0. Once again, thank you very much.